Hey, thank you so much for being willing to share this testimonial. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, do you think that you could just tell us your name for our audience and maybe why you chose to come in for PEMF therapy in the first place?
Sure. My name is Michelle, and I chose to come in just very low energy levels and pretty intense anxiety.
Okay, all right. So do you mind sharing a little bit about your experience and maybe some of the benefits that you've received as a result?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I think we had figured out kind of in the beginning that I needed more of a lower
frequency,
lower
intensity maybe.
Intensity, exactly. And so because at first I noticed that it felt really great while I was on it, and I was like, oh, I love this. But then when I would get home, I would almost feel more tired, which you warned me kind of about the detox symptoms.
Yes.
But so since I must have a lot of backed up stuff, so we just started just doing it on low all the time. And then I noticed that that day and then for days to follow, I would have a ton of energy. I'd go home and I would clean and do projects that I had been setting aside forever. My mood seemed more stable to the point where, like, my husband noticed, not that I was bad before, I asked him if he could tell, and he said yes, he could tell. Absolutely.
Awesome, I appreciate that. So let me ask you this, is there any benefits that you experienced that maybe you might not have been expecting? Like you came in for one thing, but then it helped with something else. And it's okay if it didn't, but I'm just wondering if it did.
I'm not sure, but it lines up. I seemed to have lost a little weight, actually.
You know, that's actually not surprising because there are several people that have mentioned that same thing. But if you think about it from the aspect, if you are exercising your cells, you literally are helping your own metabolism to improve as well. So that's entirely possible. That's cool. I'm glad. That's an amazing side effect.
Yeah, there was another thing too. I had kind of had this area of my mouth. I think it's related to my sinuses. Because dentally there was nothing wrong that they've been able to find, but for years I've struggled with it on and off. And when we put the paddles for this, because there's head things for people who don't know, but when I put those on, I could feel actually the pulsing in that spot.
Wow.
And then after that, I didn't feel the pain for quite a while. And then it did come, I noticed it came back at one point, but then we did it again and then it got better again.
And it's still gone at this point?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
Yep.
So would you recommend PEMF to others?
Absolutely. Just my energy levels, I feel like it's almost a lifeline for I can tell, like, when it's been a little too long, I really want to come back in. And that's kind of like for me for my body, if I don't really feel any benefits, I don't want to do it.
Yep.
And so with this, the fact that I like being here, at the time I'm using it, I'm enjoying it. And I want to come back. It's not a hassle, even though, it's time out of my day and I got to come. Normally that would turn me off from something, but this I actually want to do it. And my energy level is really the main thing. My anxiety has improved a lot as well. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yep.